This is the other way around, a little less descriptive problem, but it's kind of the same idea. They're going to give you, in this case, the surface area, and they want you then to find the volume. So once again, my formulas, surface area equals 4 pi r squared, volume equals 4/3 pi r cubed. They're going to give me this, so I can find that. And once I find that, I'm going to know that, so I can find that. And that's the path to the answer. Use the surface area to find the radius, and then use the radius, because we're dealing with the same sphere, to find the volume. So, given 847 square meters, again, the surface area of a sphere is 847 square meters, so again, that's what's given. So, 847 equals 4 times 3.14 times r squared. 4 times 3.14 is 12.56. And I do recommend, I mean, you can leave pi in the work if you feel like it, but I just changed it to 3.14 at this level of math. In my higher level classes, I usually use the actual pi button, a little more accurate. But for the sake of this class and understanding the technique, 3.14 is accurate enough. Once again, I've got a variable attached to a number. I want the variable by itself. So again, this is kind of the picture that happens quite often in algebra, where number, letter, structure, even though the letter squared, letter cubed, whatever, if you want this letter object by itself, you got to divide by the number. So 12.56 divided by itself makes 1. So 1r squared, also known as r squared. And then we do 847 divided by 12.56. And that comes out to 67.4363. So if the radius is 67, or radius squared is 67.4363, how do I find the radius?
You take the square root.
Take the square root. R squared equals number, so R equals the square root of the number. And I think you guys know where the square root button is on your calculator, so 67.4363, is that what I said? Oh, yeah, it's right there. Okay. 8.2119, so 8.2120, if we round to the 6, makes the 9 go up to a 0, which makes the 1 go up to 2, so 8.2120. And again, notice the unit here is 847 square meters, so this is going to be 8.2120 meters. Your radius is always going to be just a unit of length. It should match the unit that's being used for area or volume. Once you know what the radius is, it says we're supposed to find the volume. So again, my volume is equal to 4/3 times pi, which is 3.14, times r cubed, and r is 8.2120 cubed. So I'm going to type 8.2120 cubed first. My volume is going to equal 4/3 times 3.14 times 553.7922. So 4 times 3.14 times 553.7922 divided by 3. So type it all, divide by 3 at the end, and you get 2,318.54. cubic meters. Okay. As with all these formulas, volume, surface area, going back to two-dimensional shapes, area, circumference, whatever, keep in mind that the formula, and when you're memorizing these formulas, the formula is not this, the formula is the whole thing. What it is, what it equals. This is not the formula for volume. That is the formula for volume. So make sure that every formula you're considering, the V equals, the SA equals, whatever, is part of the volume and the surface area formulas, because sometimes they don't give you the dimensions, they give you the end result. You have to find a dimension. So make sure you're including the SA equals and V equals as part of these formulas as you're writing them down.